many of you know who United Methodist Women are? Yay! Well, I'm betting some of you know them as the women in your church who minister to grieving families with a funeral dinner. Maybe they run the thrift shop. Maybe they make the best potato soup in town. But we're also marching in the streets, practicing civil disobedience. We're calling all lawmakers, telling them what we think. And we're also supporting women around the world. We are a league of extraordinary Methodist women.
In 1869, Methodist missionaries and their wives had returned home from India. While there, missionary wives had been stunned to learn that it was deemed inappropriate for the native women to be seen by a male doctor. At the time, males dominated the medical profession. When a group of 8 Methodist Episcopal women heard this, they were in disbelief and knew they had to do something about it. On a dark and stormy night, they gathered to figure out what to do. It was decided they would send a woman doctor to India. With faith and determination, they wrote to women all across the United States, informing them of their plan and asking for their assistance. In a short amount of time, they had raised enough money to send the first female missionary to India. These women sent out the first female missionaries. Today, United Methodist women continue their legacy by supporting over 300 mission projects all around the world.
And now here's Annabelle to tell you more.
Hello. So my mom was a district president of United Methodist Women. I was still in utero when I went to my first United Methodist Women event, and it was a mission education event. It was called School of Christian Mission back then, and now it's called Mission U. When I was a child and totally self-centered, Mission U meant rolling down the hills at Florida Southern College and swimming in the pool with other kids my age. As I got older and my life revolved around friends, Mission U meant a road trip with my homies and doing silly things together at the talent show. In high school, when I became more aware of a whole world of other people, Mission U meant exploring other cultures and learning about why some people were poor, and sometimes really poor. One year, the spiritual growth study at Mission U was about forgiveness. That Mission U changed my personal relationships for the rest of my life. There's pictures, but it's okay. It's supposed to be United Methodist Women marching. You might know what that looks like. So I began to realize that United Methodist Women was offering me a way to respond to God's love and not only change my life, but the lives of those around me. I found myself with United Methodist Women and the Immokalee Coalition for farm workers, marching for fair wages and humane working conditions. I was even teaching Mission Youth Studies to my history class. United Methodist Women had pushed me beyond the comfort of the little old ladies in tennis shoes to a world outside the church to show the love of Jesus Christ. With United Methodist Women behind you and teaching you, you have the confidence to go forth and preach the gospel. I learned about opportunities to travel and learn through United Methodist Women. My first trip was to New York City for the United Methodist Seminar on National and International Affairs program. I studied the migration of women and children for almost a week with Korean, Japanese, and U.S. Young women. It was fantastic. You can go to unitedmethodistwomen.org and see all the opportunities for yourself. You may say, how would I pay for that? And there's a Haitian saying, when God plans the trip, God pays the way. You might need to speak to local United Methodist Women units and ask for a little money, but that's all part of your leadership training. All this United Methodist Women stuff was not in a vacuum. All the while I was diddling around as an adolescent. My grades were great, but I was insecure and tall and awkward. My boyfriend was not very loyal, and the worst part is my brother went off to war at 17. So peace became my issue. And United Methodist Women had given me this global perspective and introduced me to social issues like peace with justice. Next thing I knew, I had been accepted by United Methodist Women to go to Japan to the 66th anniversary of the bombing of Hiroshima to study peace with other college women. This was the summer before I entered college, and honestly, United Methodist Women activities were the best part of my resume. Today, I am a member of the United Methodist Women's National Program Advisory Group, which is such an honor. Serving on a board to an organization that is so influential in a mission-giving way, so global, godly, loving, and productive. For the last 6 months, I've been planning to go to South Korea with the Mary Scranton Young Women's Leadership Center for a peace seminar. Mary Scranton was a United Methodist Women missionary in Korea in the 1800s who started a school for girls at a time when Korean women were not allowed to go to school. Unfortunately, the seminar was recently canceled due to a disease outbreak in Korea called MERS, the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. And it's things like this that UMW and mission education open your eyes to. These seminars, hosted by UMW or sister organizations like Scranton, are simply incredible. You learn so much about the world and yourself too. United Methodist Women are simply awesome, and God is so good. My brother came home from Iraq and is now going to school on the GI Bill. And I'm convinced with organizations like United Methodist Women, someday our brothers and sisters will go to war no more. Yes, in the 21st century, women still need to organize for mission, and that's why I'm a member of the United Methodist Women. And you should be too.